ViconNet Archives. Archives are exact copies of ViconNet recorded cameras. Archives can be burned to a CD or DVD and can be created on remote or removable media. Refer to the storage database setup for information on how to set up your application to work with remote and removable media. When created on a CD, DVD, or removable media, the archive can be configured to play on any unit, whether it already has the ViconNet application installed or not. Run the ViconNet application and log into the system. Enter the playback screen by pressing the playback button at the bottom of the main screen. On the left-hand side of the list of all storage locations throughout ViconNet, select the storage locations that has the video or audio you want to archive. You can select regular recorded cameras and microphones, or previously archived cameras and microphones. For regular recording, select audio-video data. For previously archived information, select the archive from the list. Selecting any device will then display a list of cameras and microphones that were recorded from that device. Simply click on the camera or microphone to add it to the archive list. Repeat the process of selecting cameras and microphones from any storage location. Fill in as many cameras and microphones as you require, but keep in mind that you cannot archive more than 16 cameras and/or microphones at one time. To remove a camera or microphone from the list, deselect it by clicking it again on the left-hand side. When your archive list is complete, select the time frame for your archive. You can enter the time frame manually in the two date-time controls at the top of the list. Another way of selecting the time frame is clicking and dragging the mouse to highlight the time you want. You can always select the time frame and press the View In button at the bottom to get a more detailed view of the time selection. Once you have selected the time frame for the archive, press the Create Archive button. The time frame highlight turns green to show that you are now in the Create Archive mode. The list on the left side has changed and now includes all destination locations available for the new archive. Note that if you want to archive to a CD or a DVD, the media must be in the drive prior to starting the archive process. To select a destination, click on the storage location where you want to save the archive. A list of that location's disk options is displayed. Select the disk you wish to save the archive to. Note, each disk shows how much space is currently available. At the top of the destination storage locations, there is an estimate of how large the new archive will be. Make sure that the destination location you selected had enough free space to hold the new archive. Changing the time frame will recalculate the estimated archive size, enabling you to make changes based on the available size for your destination disk. Note that the archives take up disk space, so if you create them on the same drive used for regular recording, you might shorten your recording period. To avoid this, try to dedicate an archive disk space that is different than your recording drives. The archive name will automatically be the word archive and the date and time of the beginning of your time selection. You are able to add up to 15 extra characters to the name of your archive where it states archive name extension. You may also change the folder in which the archive will be created. The additional folders can be used to categorize your archives. To create new folders, enter a name in the box. To add an existing folder, select it from the drop-down list. All folders will be created under the regular database path. To create the archive, click on the Start button. You will be asked if you are sure you want to continue. After clicking Yes, the archive will begin. The archive progress will be displayed at the bottom of the screen. Press the Detail button to see a more detailed display of the creation of the archive. This includes what camera is currently being archived, how much has already been created, and how much more is left to be created. Press the Hide button to remove the detailed display. Note, live video can still be accessed during a Create Archive routine. You can stop the archive by pressing the Stop Archive button while displaying the details of the archive. Stopping the archive will stop the process. However, any portion of the archive that has already been created will be kept under the new archive. When the archive has been created, you will be notified with the status. The storage location list on the left-hand side will now contain the newly created archive under the destination machine you selected. To access the cameras from your archive, simply select the archive and then the cameras from the list. To remove an archive, select the storage location on the left side, where the archive resides. Select the archive you want to remove from the list and press the Remove Archive button at the bottom of the screen. You will be prompted if you are sure you want to remove the archive. Pressing Yes will proceed to remove the archive selected. You will be notified when the archive has been removed. Note, if there are currently users viewing video from the archive, they will no longer have access to that archive once it has been removed.